Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the new generation, the electric wheelchair AutoMov. We can turn your normal wheelchair into an electric wheelchair at an affordable price by using the special kit. First, we will talk about the problems that people who use wheelchair face. We divide into three groups: manual wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs, and wheelchair redundancies. Our make size is very big. You can see on the screen, we have started, and now Vietnam has over 10,000 wheelchairs donated by organizations and charities per year. And then, Bluetooth implementation process. Firstly, we survey the opinions of users of different wheelchairs. Next, discuss opinions, business plans, and we decide the Bluetooth and also make the MVP. This is my solution. And this is my Bluetooth after for MVP. This is the specifications of our Bluetooth, and one special thing about it takes only 20 minutes to install our kit. Certainly, we harder comparative opportunities between the electric wheelchair Bluetooth and the other Bluetooth available on the market. Here, the wheelchair Bluetooth are available on the market. We compare the parameter, travel speed, travel distance, turning radius, battery, warranty, and specialist price. Similarly, bonus kits are available at expensive price. That shows how AutoMov has advantage compared to its existing products on the market. Now, we come to this interesting part, how we make money. We can make money by selling its orange. The price for conversation kits cost about $117, while the whole wheelchair costs only $210, which is affordable for the more people. We can also make money selling accessories such as the solar panel or a bigger little access battery, so on. For the people who can afford to buy our products or use it for the short periods, we provide them renting services. This costs $1.3 a day, and if you rent it for a month, it will cost only $28, which saves you 30 of money. The payback periods for wheelchairs is less than 6 months. This is our business plan for the next 5 years. We will grow bigger when there's more dealers and collaborations with hospitals and clients. AutoMov expects to market pioneer in a feeder electric wheelchair rental and provide break-even in 3 years. Now, we will show you how to advertise our products. We advertise through Facebook posts, Discord offers, and disabled people group. This is the result of our products. The main reason that we show 14 products, one Shopee, 13 Facebook. This is our feedback from customer. AutoMov wheelchairs won the first prize in the EPIC competition organizations by users and ASU. This is our team, the marketing, sales, technical. This is our mentor. AutoMov is proud to be leading supplier of cheap electric wheelchair in Vietnam and a pioneer in the field of electric wheelchair rental. We look forward to your comments and questions. Thank you.
I have a quick observation, two observations to make, not so much of a question. I think the rental model that you have suggested is very interesting. That kind of changes the whole business model very interestingly. Number two, if you have not already considered, there's one thought I wish we keen to share. If you go back to some of the other presentations when they talked about volunteering models and matchmaking volunteering, one other thing that you may potentially want to try is see if a donor can fund either a grant of this equipment or maybe rental of this equipment to a particular user. And if you could create those kind of mechanisms, you would be able to bootstrap on your revenues very quickly. That's just an observation. But otherwise, I just felt pretty excited about the rental model, which not many people really think about, especially at this price point.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, if you could figure out a way to incentivize people to return their units, even if they buy them, right? The ability to return them to you for rental. You know, in valuations, a single purchase customer is worth roughly 1/10 of what a return customer, so subscription-based customer, is in terms of trying to estimate how much the value of the company are. So like if you're building a company that sells 10 of these things, that's not as valuable as a company as it was one customer that comes back over and over and over again. And so rental models that because you can rely on the revenue, you can predict it much more conveniently. Competitors have a harder time coming in and disrupting you. So I agree. I think this is actually a very creative idea.
Very creative. Absolutely. Totally agree with that. Yeah.
I have a question. In insurance, I know is different in different countries. Do you pay out of pocket for this, or does insurance cover parts of this? Have you looked into that?
So I am a part of the team, so I will answer your question. So this product is only available in Vietnam at the moment.
Please check your mic. It's very hard for people to hear you.
So the product is only available at Vietnam in the moment. I hope in the future it will go into another country.
My question was, if you do have certain types of insurance, health insurance that does cover any type of this, or are people paying just cash for this out of pocket?
We will consider that later. Thank you for the question.
Paul, if I may quickly come in, given that I had some exposure to the South Asian market, the insurance model where the insurance companies co-pay some of the equipment, that is not existent, and many of the markets have to still really catch up on the kind of developments that you see in the United States or UK model. But yeah, I see where you. Yeah.
Yep, very helpful.
So I have a question. So just I think you guys, the judges, already have very positive comments on your project, and I myself also like this project because I think it's quite meaningful, and you already have the product and you're already selling, so I think it's a good point. However, I think you need to, you should consider some other elements. So to, present more in your presentation. The first one is, I think you should tell us more how is your production process. Is it manual production in your lab, or do you have like a factory? How about the capacity or something like that? The second thing is, do you need to get any, like certificate or approval from the Department of Commerce or Industry and Trade or of Health to, sell this product, like mass production and selling? And the next one is, it is like B2C model. So I think your product also needs to have improvement, like after some time. And do you have any plan for that? So that is some of my questions and comments.
Thank you for your question. I will reply that to you later.
So the judges, do you have any comment or feedback for the CiC237?
Actually, I mean, more of a question. I was wondering, why will you reply to us later on that one? Like, do you not know the manufacturing process? I thought that was a really interesting question. I'm super interested in the answer.
Yeah. And thank you for the feedback from the jury for the CiC237.